Hey, MVP here. I hope you're well. This is a very quick presentation from me. Weekend in 23rd of September, amazing week in the markets, and I just want to give you a quick update and just some information, really. The way I see the market, the FX Correlator way. Here I am, fxcorrelator.com. This is actually a free website here. There's also a premium site. I'll just click on that. This is a premium site. I think it's very good value for money. Get all the information at fxcorrelator.com. And if you join up, you'll get 6 months membership here at a fairly good price as far as I'm concerned. And there's plenty of stuff here. We've got market updates. We've got study blogs. I don't know, 30 to 40 study blogs there now, which I encourage my VIP students to go through one by one and learn them and apply them. Also got study videos. There we are. These are all the applied and very detailed methodology around my system. It is available for free if you go to my Pro to Win site, or even you can download it at my free FX Correlator site. But I've got to tell you, and you ask some of my VIP members, that's a very small part of the whole journey. If you're serious about trading, you've got to know everything from the entry to the exit to trade management, the whole scene. Plus, at the VIP site, you get a lot of updates and insights from me through the day, which I now don't release clearly on some of the other sites because I'm looking after my VIP members. Anyway, enough of all that. Let's have a look at the week, shall we? Okay, I've just put up here a 1 hour chart on a 500. I won't go into the details as to how that happens. Go to my fxcorrelator.com site and learn more. This is a US 30. This is the Dow on a 1 hour, and that's coming in about at the start of the week, 16th, 17th of September. So let me just drag that in a bit. You want 19th. That's around the 19th there. Don't worry about this. This is some part of my more advanced systems. In fact, let's hide that. Right, okay. Just looking through this now. This is the start of the week, the 19th. Just coming through, and what you see is what you get here with this strength meter FX correlator. If you see a currency line moving upwards, these are the currency colors, by the way. If you see a line moving up, that means the currency is getting stronger through that day. This is a 1 hour, so each of these denotes the days of the week just gone. If you see it flat, that means the currency is flat and ranging, and if you see it falling, well, take a guess what that means. So let's see what happened during the week. Well, first and foremost, what a week, what a week. The mighty Dow, the US equities market, came in around the 11.4s, dropped down to 10.6. Huge falls during the week. World is going through depression, I don't know, plague, pestilence, war, I don't know, you name it, but the whole world currently hates economies at the moment, so it's been pretty poor on equities, so you're doing very well short selling there through the week. In terms of equity, in terms of the way I trade, I tend to look for certain currencies that are going to benefit from those kind of moves, generally, but not exclusively, the yen, the US dollar, and usually the Swissy. And again, if you go to my site, I'll go into more detail this. If you join me on the VIP, I'll tell you definitely what to look out for. And sure enough, through the week, eventually towards the end of the week, we did see that this is the yellow yen and the green back, the green dollar, and come about Wednesday they did start to pick up. So some great trades Wednesday, Thursday, and I was screaming at my VIPers where to make money, and I hope they did. If they were on song, there were some great trades those days. Some good trade the other days as well, don't get me wrong, but Wednesday, Thursday was when the action was really flowing. Other currencies, apart from that, I mean, these were the two big hitters, hard hitters during the week. Yen and dollar, they really benefited. Most other currencies fell by the wayside, especially from Wednesday onwards. Fairly flat, as you can see at the start of the week, first 2 days, but second half of the week, boy oh boy, the pain started coming home. New Zealand dollar took some hits there. Look at it, the turquoise New Zealand dollar, the Aussie as well. They're always going to take pain and hits on a fall in equities, and they certainly did. Others were flat. Nothing else really took my eye there. CAD also took some hits through the week as well. Uncharacteristic, but hey. The CAD took pain as well. European currencies actually fared pretty flat to even rising. There's the blue euro. You can see it relatively went upwards during the week. Pound was flat, ranging, and the Swissy flat came up a bit second half of the week. So watch out for the SMB next week, because I'm sure they'll come back and try and clobber that currency again and give it more pain, trying to peg to that euro all the time. Okay, that was pretty much the market in terms of what happened during the week. Okay, let's have a quick look at what's happened in the year so far as we head towards the end of September now, believe it or not. So we're nearly 3/4 through the year. This red line denotes the first 6 months of the year, starting here January. This is again on a 500 on a daily chart. This is a weekly actually on the Dow, just demonstrating what's happened in especially the second half of the the year now, and as you can see, the disaster now striking. We were up around the 12.8s at one point, and now we're down at the 10.7s. That's 2,000 points fall. But how are we doing? Well, I've got to hold my hand up and say I'm struggling at the moment. As we got to the half year, I've been always tipping as Swissy as being one of the big risers through the year, and it had been flat to rising certainly for the first half. It wasn't the star performer of the year, but it was certainly doing all right. Second half of the year, I was really tipping the Swissy to rise through the roof, and here you can see me by the time we got into early, I think it was early August actually. Boy oh boy, was I on a flyer. Look at the Swissy as it went ballistic, and people ran for cover. Looking for safe havens such as the Swissy, and I was really doing well. I thought I was a cock of the walk. Unfortunately, the Swiss National Bank does not agree with me, and it certainly doesn't like people taking huge positions on its currency. It hits exports, it hits the economic performance of that country, and you just can't afford the beer out there, as I've spoken of on my Trade to Win Feb before, paying about £10 a pint. That's not good enough, guys. They came in, they've taken exceptional measures to start depressing the price of their currency, and at this moment, as you know, they're pegging at 120 to the euro. And it's obviously, when you throw that kind of money at the market, it's taking effect. I personally thought that the market would respond, and as you can see here, the market did respond. This is traders coming back in and trying to get a piece of that action, fighting against the Swiss's sell. And here we are again. You see here, I think that's flat. I think this may be the turning point now, especially if the market's equities fall further. I think people are going to come back and attack that Swissy again. In terms of how far and at what point the Swissy will then start to be sold again by the SNB, well, that's anyone's guess. If you put like a Swissy line here, this gives me an idea. Remember, this is the strength of the Swiss franc. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's as good as any index using my 500 setting. Gives you an idea of how strong or weak the Swissy can be. As you can see, this band of strength here is quite interesting. You see here and down to about, I suppose about here. Can you see here? It's quite interesting. Look at the battleground every time you get to that area. So clearly that's an interesting area, and here as well. You can see that the Swiss National Bank gets pretty sensitive around these levels. I'm not saying that's a particular price, because remember, this is the relative strength of the Swissy against everything. So forget a gap pegging it to the euro or to the dollar. This is the Swissy in terms of strength across the board. And as you can see, they get pretty twitchy in those areas. They lost control here in this kind of area, and they came back. You can see that they managed to get it down here. People bought. They sent it back through, and as you can see at this moment, this is actually settling below this level. So I think really in terms of a price rise, I think that we're going to see the Swissy being allowed to get up into these price areas here on a daily, and then I think they may well intervene. So I think there's a little bit of space for the Swissies to start going up in price now. We'll just see how strict the SNB are going to be playing with the currency. Okay, well that's about it really for currencies. This is MVP signing off. I really would like you to come and join me here at my FX Correlator free site and go through here and look at some of the stuff. There's quite a few goodies here, free goodies here, which may be of interest to you. And if you really are interested, there is ways you can become a VIP and join this premium VIP premium site. And again, then you can really get involved with how I trade the 80-20. And hopefully, and I say that because last week was a great week, and most weeks we do well, and hopefully make you a lot of money and get you towards becoming a professional trader using my 80-20 system. Okay, this is MVP signing off. Have a great week next week. I have no idea what the market's going to do, but I'm sure it will tell us, and it will certainly tell me using my 80-20 system. All the best, everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.